Hey everyone! In this video, we're going to see how you can programmatically trigger a voice AI agent using Ruby. By the end of this video, you'll have a voice AI agent for collecting customer feedback and surveys that your Ruby application can trigger over HTTP using Plivo. First, let's build the agent. Head over to Build and under Agents, start typing your prompt to define what you want the AI agent to do. Let's create an HTTP-triggered voice AI agent that collects customer feedback on their hotel stay after their visit. The agent should call the customer, confirm their identity, ask a few questions about their experience, and capture what went well and what didn't. The agent should be polite, empathetic, and end the call politely after collecting feedback. Hit Enter to build the flow, and once ready, click Publish to activate your voice agent. Now open the API request trigger node. Plivo generates the endpoint URL your systems will call. Below that, you'll see the API auth ID and API auth token. These are the credentials your app will use via basic auth, so only trusted apps can trigger this agent. Under API request details, define the schema for the payload your backend will post whenever a guest submits a rating that requires follow-up. Next, click on the language dropdown on the right. For this video, let's select Ruby. Plivo generates a ready-made Ruby snippet that uses the correct endpoint URL, auth ID, auth token, and all the fields you defined in the payload. Use this snippet as a standalone Ruby script or from within your application to make an HTTP post request to the agent endpoint whenever a guest leaves feedback after their hotel stay. Now let's test it locally. Paste the Ruby snippet into a new file, save it, and run it from your terminal. It sends a post request to your agent's URL and immediately triggers your voice AI agent. Let's see how it works. As soon as the customer submits their rating on the application or website, the customer automatically receives a call from the feedback and survey agent.
Hi Adrian, this is the guest experience team from Seaside Harbor Hotel in San Diego. I'm calling because you recently stayed with us and left a 3-star rating. I'd love to understand what we could have done better if you have a couple of minutes.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Thank you. To start with, what was the main thing that impacted your experience during the stay?
Mostly the room. It wasn't dirty, but it didn't feel as fresh as I expected. There was a faint smell, and the AC was loud at night, so my sleep wasn't great.
I'm sorry to hear that. I've made a note of these. How was the check-in experience for you? Did everything go smoothly?
It took longer than it should have. The staff was polite, but they seemed short-staffed, and the system was slow.
Got it. I also see you ordered breakfast during your stay. How was your experience with the food?
Breakfast was actually the best part. It tasted good, and the coffee was solid. It took a bit longer to arrive, but it was fresh.
Thank you, Adrian. This feedback is really helpful. I've logged in your comments around room freshness, noise levels, check-in, etc. We hope to offer you a much better experience next time. Have a great day.
Thanks.
And that's it. Your voice AI agent for collecting customer feedback and surveys is fully deployed. From this point on, whenever your Ruby application calls the HTTP endpoint, Plivo will trigger the agent, place an outbound call, and capture structured guest feedback automatically.